Okay, I saw this video and I had to stop and I started reminiscing. So let me.
Okay.
I might do another one, but it's actually a very dark.
So I saw this video, and even though it's a short vid, and you see all this stuff, I just started having flashbacks
The summer when you kid.
all year for me, nigga.
Oh yeah?
All year, bro. It was so wild. I know how to ice skate because of my neighborhood. Because when I was really young, there was a portion where I lived in Canada, and then there's a portion I lived in Africa.
Yes.
But the portion I lived in Canada, that neighborhood, we all went to the same plot. We all went to the same park. There would be a little place nearby where it used to freeze during the winter. So we used to go there to skate on ice. And I didn't want to skate, but everyone went to skate. So I learned to skate. And then I started to enjoy it a little bit. We did the trick or treating together. So this was all year for me personally. But go ahead.
Like I have a different. I had that experience,
Okay.
but it was weird for me because my parents they had a little bit avant-garde. What they think they were ahead of their times, especially you're black and immigrant in a new in a new country. My dad would freeze his on 1 out of 2 Mondays. My dad would have his day off, and he would pick us up from school, me and my sister. And at first, he would bring my sister to ice skating because she had some classes on Saturdays, and then on the Mondays he would bring her, and then eventually brought me. And that's how I learned how to ice skate, because I saw my sister, and then we were able to do that. But all my neighborhood, the kids, they were white. They were playing hockey. That's how I got a bit to play hockey, because they were playing hockey. So
Right.
yeah, it was that as well. It's weird. And when I used to go like to church, back to church, my church is a black church. The rest of the kids really didn't have that experience. So, and as weirdly as it is to them, a lot of the things that we were doing were deemed white, and we were the whitest black people. You know what I mean?
So funny.
It is like I was too white for the black friends that I had, and I was too black for the white people. So that was pretty mean. That was all like, oh my life. That was that. But I remember whenever we used to play hide and seek on my street, it was the summers outside were amazing. That meal was the summers. In the winter we were a little bit hibernating, but the summers it was amazing. It was that. It was exactly that. I think last year I was cruising down I told you that. I was cruising down a neighborhood and they had some water, something that the city put together where when it's too hot, and there was nobody in that part. And now I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
If we had those things back in my Ashburn cat dog, we would be there all day, every day. The monkey bars. Remember that? I don't know if you had that structure that was like that with a bunch of ropes you would climb up.
Oh, so you mean it's like a pyramid and it's just rope on the walls? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yo, those
This is just a minor thing, but you know how people get so annoyed and inconvenienced when roads are blocked and stuff like that? Us, it was so normal to block the road to play to play road hockey or to play basketball. We would pull the fucking net out. The whole kids that was just playing cars. Everybody would move, let the car through, and like everybody was kind of beholden to the neighborhood. Nobody would honk or get annoyed. They just wait for you to pull it. You'd be considerate. We would all play. We used to play on anything. Okay, there was this big ass rock. The rock was as tall as you are.
There is always a rock.
There's a big ass rock.
Every neighborhood has a rock.
Everybody knows how to climb it. Okay, I would climb it. We would all climb it. I remember we'd be fucking around playing. And one kid, I climbed it. The nigga pushed me, and I felt awkwardly, broke my forearm.
Oh my God! Oh,
so I was in a splint for a hot minute. But all these things was just part of fucking around and playing.
Every suburbs neighborhood got a rock,
bro.
I don't know how they do it, but they got a rock.
A forest. And if you're real lucky, that forest is haunted for no reason.
Yes.
And it's not really haunted. Some kids just graffitied some piece of wood and they tell stories.
But you're like,
there's a woods near our place.
Yep.
You said there was like this little makeshift bridge. There's no ravine, anything. It's just a makeshift bridge. And it was always spray painted any type of way. And people would say, oh, people go there and they disappear and there's a ghost who comes out. And
Us, it was different woods. It was either hunted or it was skinheads.
Yeah, so it was just It's just one of them things where I see this video and it just makes me reminisce on like what neighborhoods used to look like for me.
Yeah.
And I go back to these very same neighborhoods because my mom still lives in the area. And I'll walk through and it's just like the vibe is
It's
gone.
crazy.
The places are deserted. And I'm talking about like the common areas. You used to know your neighborhood because everybody would like do trick or treating for Halloween and shit like that. Halloween when I was growing up was like the best holiday of the year because you used to get enough chocolate for the whole year.
Bags.
And you used to know which houses to hit because they was extra generous. And now you go out and like you'd be lucky if like 1 in 10 houses even bother decorating. In most areas.
It was 4 hours because we would start at 5:30.
Yay.
My mom would come out, come back from work at 5:15. By 5:30,
Yup.
we was out.
Yup.
And we came back at 9:30.
Yup.
Freezing cold, snow, rain, don't
Don't
care.
matter.
I'm getting my bag.
Yeah.
And sometimes the first few years she was following us with the car, so I felt like a whole garbage man because that's like, hey, here you go,
Yep.
boom, get an empty bag,
100%.
get oh my god, those
I
days.
see kids coming back nowadays with half a pillowcase. I'm like, amateurs.
Pillowcase?
We used to do that, and then the next day we go to school and we traded. You used to give the candy you didn't like to the kids that did like them, so you get the shit that you did like. For me, it was Kit Kat, Snickers, Twix, anything. I used to get rid of all my fucking candies. I never used to like them.
You know what I don't feel bad about?
What?
1 year, you know, because at school they used to give us those UNICEF boxes
Okay.
to collect. I didn't give it back.
Didn't give it back?
I kept that shit.
Oh, you're a
And-
thief.
yes, and they are too. So I don't feel bad.
Speaking of thieves, my mom used to tax me every Halloween.
My dad?
Because she used to love the coffee crisps. That was her thing. So all my coffee crisps, she would open my bag, she'd give me that. And I knew she was wrong because she used to smile when she did it. She said, give me that. I'm like, why, you need it? She's like, yeah. My mom used to tax me every year.
My dad was a bag of chips.
Bag of chips.
The Umpty Dumpty.
Hey!
But the small one.
Oh my God.
It was white pack with Umpty Dumpty written in red. Oh yeah, my dad was. Thank you. Thank you. 2 little bags, one from each, and then that's pretty much. Yeah, and you know what? I went to my parents about a month ago.
Yeah.
Went to my parents' house. A couple of streets after I left, and on my way out, I see those 3 little girls.
Okay.
They had a lemonade stand. You know how long I haven't seen
a
a
lemonade?
lemonade stand?
I just buy it for nostalgia.
They were selling that 25 cents. I was like, in this economy,
Damn, that's a throwback.
give me a glass.
That's
Let me
a
just check it.
throwback.
I gave them $50.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
cause
I like that.
Cause
just for the reminiscence.
cause when I saw that, it warmed my heart. I saw that, I was like, oh, girl.
I would dead ass move to a neighborhood if it could guarantee me that the kids and the parents would all make a concerted effort to have this kind of money. I would genuinely do
100%.
that. Just to be able to give my kids a bit of
yeah,
taste
yeah,
of
yeah.
that. Because that kind of socializing when you're young, I can't tell you. It was so fascinating. We would get off from school and everybody would drop off their bags and you were outside till dinner time at the very least.
25 cents
Bro,
lemonade
you
stand.
used to know it was dinner time because the sun would go down.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So niggas, you knew they had to go back. And then the parents were like, all right, go eat with everybody else. And that was it.
My friend on my street were white, so they would eat at 5, and
Yeah.
I would eat at
It was-
after.
And
like
there
at
was
9.
no
It was crazy.
coordinating. You didn't have to call nobody. Everybody knew after this, everyone goes to the same spot. There was kids you didn't like as much, whatever, but everyone made it work. Y'all just hung out. And if you didn't, like, you guys would be in the area, but folks would stay to certain kind of games with certain people. So it was an interesting vibe. And there was kids who would show up sometimes. So then when you'd have pickup games, they would be like there. And then other times they wouldn't. Nobody would ask questions. And when you came back after a month, they'd be like, oh, where were you? Whatever.
Yo, there was always that kid who was always crying.
Crybaby.
There's always a kid that's
And the
always
parent got to come out. And
and then you go, oh, here we go.
all those kids got to look at each other
What
like,
happened?
why you tripping?
He tripping. Nothing happened.
Sometimes something did happen, but we're not going to snitch.
No, we're not gonna snitch.
we-
Nothing happened. He's just being a bitch.
Going to the pool. We had a pool in our neighborhood, but it was like a community pool. So they had like community lifeguards who manage it and shit. And that's why I learned to swim. That's why like when I met black people afterwards and a lot of them told me like they couldn't swim, I'm like, I didn't get it. Right? But it's because for me, and like my neighborhood was very mixed. They had like Arabs, they had like they had white folks, they had Indians, they had all of the shit, black folks. So for us it was a good mix. And we all knew how to swim because we would all go since we were young to the same free pool.
Yeah.
And for us, we used to play like cops and robbers in the pool. Or so you had like the cops in the middle, and motherfuckers had to.
Marco Polo.
I swam so good because I was dodging niggas like it was sharks and shit. And we would get like my older brother used to come, so it was like a communal thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you used to know the lifeguards and everything. So it's such a contrast to what motherfuckers live today when they're growing up. It's hard to even relate. It's like when kids tell me like, oh yeah, I'm gonna message him to see if he wants to hang out. I was like, I don't even know. What's that? I just knock at his door. Yo, is Timmy here? The mom like, nah, he's not here. Oh yeah, he's here. Timmy! And Timmy would come to the front door. My friend's name was Hussein, but it doesn't matter. That was the normal experience. And then as you get older, you know, folks kind of just section off and go to different neighborhoods because their parents move.
Yeah.
But we took it for granted. We
100%.
didn't know we was living through a golden age. We didn't know.
Oh, that was
And
amazing.
it's only when you see what happens afterwards, like, oh,
Yo,
I never felt lonely a single day of my life growing up during that era.
Hide and seek was serious. Okay. Hide and seek was
Neighborhood
a
wide.
serious thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tag. They made tag a professional sports. It's got reminiscing.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
You want to hear something wild just to end
Go
this
ahead.
video? One of the kids I used to play with, actually, I'm not 100% certain because my memory's a bit fuzzy of this, but the kid who pushed me off, very nice kid. Normally, like I see him even when he got older. He's a very cool kid. He ended up joining ISIS. Yeah, I found out he was dead on the news. Crazy, right? Wild, right?
How you dropping bombs?
I don't know. That's wild.
Can you warn them?
That shocked me out. I called my mom, called my everybody from there. Like, yo, join ISIS.
That's crazy.
It was really wild. Just before he joined, too, he messaged me something, too. And I was like, oh, that's
Yeah,
really
you want to
sweet.
go on a trip with me?
Hey, man, that's it. But anyways, I'm getting high.
Just for good times.
Anyways, let us know what y'all think in the comments. How y'all feel. Tell us about your childhood, how
Oh
it
my
contrasts.
god.
Anything else?
No.
All right.